shake the room. Shake it. Love it, I shake the room.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're here with me, Sinead, aka Ciity, and as you can see, I'm living my best life after just applying the Poreless e.l.f. primer. I'm now going in with two foundations, so I'm going in with my Nars All Day Luminous shade in Guinea, and then I'm going in with the e.l.f. Flawless foundation in the shade Nutmeg. So I'm just basically applying this all over my face. This routine essentially is pretty much my everyday go-to routine, so I thought that I would film it for you guys so you can have a little look into what my everyday routine is and looks like. It literally took me around 20 minutes to get this whole look done from start to finish. I'm now going in with my concealer shade from e.l.f., which is in the colour Deep Chestnut, and just doing a little bit of spot concealing as I've had a little bit of a breakout recently, so I'm just making sure that I cover that because both of the foundations that I'm using are quite lightweight. Okay, for highlighting today, I'm going back into an oldie but a goldie. It's the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. This is in the colour, oh, I'm not too sure, but I'll make sure that I put it in the description below. So I'm just basically concealing under my eye, and then I'm also going to basically be doing all the high points on my face. So this will be along my nose, also on my chin and just around my jawline. Oops, so I nearly forgot, before I went down my nose, I had to basically blend out the little bit of concealer that I had on my forehead. So I'm just doing that really quickly, and then I'll apply the highlight down my nose and in between my eyebrows. So I'm just going to go in now with my stippling brush from Real Techniques and start blending out that concealer highlight around my jawline. I don't like to let that sit for too long, as no one wants an invisible beard, so I very much go in and make sure that I blend that out really quickly. However, I do like to let my under eye concealer sit for a little bit longer, and on my nose sit for a little bit longer, just as I've learned recently, which I shared with you guys in my e.l.f. Cosmetics, what I've been doing, sleeping on it video, that leaving your concealer under your eye to sit for a little bit gives you a lot more full coverage, and it just basically just helps your makeup look so much more flawless for an end result. I actually cannot remember what I was listening to, but I know that I was on tunes that day. For contouring, I'm going in using the Hydrating Camo Concealer from e.l.f. Cosmetics in the shade Rich Walnut. So I'm just applying this here, and then I'm going to basically apply it on the other side here, and then I'm going to apply it along my forehead as well. I always find it really funny when I'm watching back my makeup editing videos, because the faces that I be making, girl. But as you can see, I'm just going in and blending out everywhere that I put that contour shade, so along my forehead, along my cheeks, and along my jawline. Any product that I have left on the brush, I always like to drag over my eyelids. I just feel like this is a really quick way to kind of do an eye look without really doing an eye look. It's a little bit of a cheat. You can either do it with a contour shade, or you can always go in with a bronzer. It's up to you, but I just love doing this because I just feel like it helps bring the look together, and it's just really simple and easy. So now on to baking and setting the face. I'm going in using my MERCIA translucent powder. This is my take on baking essentially, so it's not really full blown baking, but it's applying a thinnish kind of layer to the areas of which you've highlighted on your face, and just making sure that you pat that product in, or the powder in, to your face. And this for me, I feel like has always worked. It gives me a very flawless finished look, especially with the new concealer concept that I've been taking on recently. And you also want to be sure that you go in and set anywhere that you may have contoured. So all the contouring hot places on my face, I'm going in using the Revolution's Contour Deep palette. I'm going into the darkest brown as you saw and applying that to my cheeks and around my forehead, and then I also just basically use any leftover product from that going over my eyes. In this instance I did today actually contour my nose, so you will see me go into a lighter shade in the pan, which is basically just underneath the dark shade, and I will drag that down my nose. Now I just want to go ahead and dust off any residue that may have been left from your baking powder. As you can see, there isn't really much residue that's left on my face because I didn't really bake that much, but I just kind of always like to dust it off and make sure that it's blended in and it's all basically set down. So to set the face, we're going to go in with our Ride or Die All Nighter by Urban Decay Setting Spray. As you can see, I like to drench my face in this product. Once we've allowed that to all dry and completely dry, we're going to go in with the cream blushes from Fenty Beauty. I'm using the shade Crush on Cupid and Summertime Wine. The first shade that I'm going to go in with is Crush on Cupid, and then I'm going to basically apply Summertime Wine on top of that. So I love these blushes because I just feel like for an everyday kind of look where you want to look like you've got makeup on but you haven't really got makeup on, this is the trick. Like, this blush is the trick, because it is quite sheer and has that kind of fresh look to it. It kind of very much makes your face look like it's a natural pigment that is created and not actually that you applied makeup on top. So this is why I went in with those two blushes today. As you can see, Crush on Cupid is quite fair, and it's quite nice if you just want to have a little something there, but I wanted to buff it out and I went in obviously with the Summertime Wine just to give it more of a pinky look. I don't want it to look this crazy, so I'm going to go in with my big face brush afterwards and blend that all out. So another ride or die for me is the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara. So I just basically apply a thin coat of this on to my lashes before I apply my falsies. Now that my lashes are on, feeling good, the look is almost complete. We're just going to go in using the Dose of Colours Katy x Desi collaboration highlighter in the shade Fuego. So I'm again just putting this on all the high points of my face, so along my cheeks. This always goes down my nose and on the tip of my nose. It always goes on my Cupid bow as well. So just those main areas, and then we'll get onto the lips. So for lips today, we're going in using 3 different products. So the first product is the lip liner. This is the BBF3 from COLOURPOP. This is a really nice natural nude brown. So this is kind of the look that I wanted to go for today. So I'm just going to basically outline my lips with this shade, and then I'm going to go in using the Dose of Colours, again Desi x Katy lipstick in the shade More Creamer. And then we're going to top that off with a Fenty Fussy Lip Gloss Balm. I don't know what it is, but I just love a nude lip. Whew! A nude lip is like literally everything, and I just find it so easy to do. As long as you've got like either your shade or a darker lip liner, any nude that you have, you can always make this look work with. So I always like to, after applying the lipstick, go back in with that lip liner again, just to make sure that the edges have all got that lip liner around it and it's present, and then adding the topper of lip gloss. You can always not add the lip gloss if you don't want to, but I like to be extra. So that is basically the look. It is all done. This is my everyday kind of natural-ish looking look. I hope that you liked it. Thank you so much for joining and watching this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, then subscribe. I don't know what you're waiting for. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.